A new season has begun here at Torrey Gym in Washington, Illinois. It's the first round of the Washington Regional State Playoffs here. It's the Metamora Redbird taking on the Streator Bulldogs. Tonight's coverage on MTCO digiMAX Sports. Alongside my partner downside on the court, this is Colton Kaler bringing you coverage of tonight's game. Scott, we'll send it down to you for tonight's pregame interview with head coach Danny Greaves.
Thank you, Coach. Full season now. Last year you came in, you were kind of the hunter. This year you come in as kind of the hunted.
No. We're still hunting.
You're still hunting.
Yep. I said we're going to war. We've got to win 7 battles in a row, and you don't get the second one unless you get the first one.
That's true. That's
We've
very
been prepared. We've had a great 8 days of practice. Our guys are geared up. Let's roll the dice and see what happens.
Coach, that brings up a good point. You haven't played since last Tuesday. You have had 8 days to practice. When you have had time to prepare for teams, I think you had a really good record.
Well, our kids really take to it when we get them ready.
Yeah.
And our scout team has been amazing. Our starters have really worked hard. Everybody's been a star in their role, and that's what you need to be. And they've got a great heart of a champion. But if you're going to be champion, that's the kind of stuff you got to do. And there's still no guarantee that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you're guaranteed if you don't do it, you don't have a chance.
Right.
So we've got a chance.
Tonight you play a Streator team that comes in at 17-12. They won their conference, so they know a little bit about winning.
Well, they do, but they don't have the schedule that we played.
Oh, no.
I looked at their schedule. 6 out of the teams in that conference had a play-in game. 5 of them are out.
Right.
All right? And 1 of them are in because they had to play another team in that conference. And so I'll take my competition over theirs any day of the week. But, everybody's 0-0. Anything can happen. We've been really working hard all week. We'll see if it pays off.
Coach, your team, the last part of the season, has really started to play very well. Your players are stepped up. It looks like a championship caliber team.
Well, we hope they can do that again tonight, because you're only as good as your last quarter.
Right.
So like I told them, we're going to play a 4-minute game to start with, and we'll go from there.
Coach, good luck tonight. Bring home a W, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Send it back up to you, Colt. Thank you.
Scott, thank you. And there you have it, tonight's pregame interview with head coach Danny Greaves. We're about 12 minutes away from the starting lineup in tonight's introduction, so we'll step aside. We've got more on this game coming up. You've been watching Metamora Redbirds basketball on the digiMAX Sports Network.
MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to congratulate Ethan Kaiser, Katie Ramage, and Tyson Swanson on reaching 1,000 points in their Redbird careers. Ethan Kaiser's milestone, March 4th, 2022 versus Rock Island in the sectional championship game. Katie Ramage, January 28th this year against Pekin High School. And Tyson Swanson, January 28th versus Peoria Central. Congratulations to our Metamora Redbird 1,000 point scorers.
Welcome back to Torrey Gym alongside my partner Scott Kirker. This is Colton Taylor. Scott, big one here tonight. It's a new season. Both teams enter really with a record of 0-0. Always great to get postseason basketball underway.
Oh, it certainly is. It's hard to believe that we're already in postseason basketball. Season has flown by, but when you've had a good season, it just seems to fly by.
So, if you used to remember my history lessons I used to have on the football games down on the sideline, I brought a little bit of history back here tonight. If you don't know, Illinois has the original March Madness. Back in 1908, the tournament was started in March to determine a champion, and it was created. The terminology of March Madness was not coined until about 1938, late 1930s.
We have copyrights on that?
It's on the IHSA website. Yeah. So if you're interested in doing a little bit of research there, head over to the IHSA. But they'll give a speech here tonight before the introduction about Illinois being the original home of March Madness. There's a little history nugget there for you tonight. But looking at tonight's contest, it's the Metamora Redbird record of 27-2 in the regular season, 14-0, back-to-back Mid-Illini Conference champions. They're taking on the Streator Bulldogs out of the Illinois Central 8 Conference, 17-12, 11-3. They won their conference as well. So two conference champions colliding here tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of rare when you meet two conference champions this early in the postseason. But they came in at 17-12, got seeded to 8th, and they play us.
First time in school history, I believe, that Metamora has gone a perfect 14-0 in conference play.
Yeah, I think so. That's quite an accomplishment. I think that's only happened a handful of times in the Mid-Illini Conference. I think Washington's done it a couple times. I know that Metamora ruined Morton's chance of doing it back in the early 90s, late 80s maybe, at Metamora on a Friday night, a packed gym at Old Garber Gymnasium, and Morton came in undefeated, I think about 12 or 13-0, and they had about a 26 or 27 game winning streak in the Mid-Illini Conference too.
So Metamora brings a consecutive winning streak of 25 games into tonight's contest. The last time Metamora lost was back in this gym. It was November 26th of last year against Joliet West in the final game of the Kevin Brown Memorial Tournament at Champions. So it's been some time since Metamora has been in the loss column, and it's just ironic that we're coming full circle now, starting the postseason here.
What is this going to be, our sixth game here at Torrey Gymnasium?
It will be our sixth game here this season. Had 4 to start the year. Obviously, the conference game against Washington, and now tonight's first round game of the Washington Regional. We do have one score from around the area. If you're not aware, Daniel and Peoria High, that game was moved up. There was some things that have transpired over the weekend, and so no fans were allowed, no public. It was, I believe, public school workers and parents that were allowed into this game, but that game was moved up. Daniel gets the 59-51 win over Peoria High. So a big win for the Rams. And
big rivalry game.
Yeah, big rivalry game as well. So the season ends for Daniel Ruffin and the Lions. But another big matchup coming up tonight, Richwoods and TNC. That will be one to keep your eye on here later this evening.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup. I believe Notre Dame beat Richwoods about a week ago. So there's going to be a little bit of revenge on Richwood's behalf. So a pretty nice crowd here for a 6 o'clock game on a rainy Wednesday evening. Colton, in your eyes, what does Streator have to do to beat Metamora?
Well, you come into it, and in my opinion, it's a little bit of a David versus Goliath kind of scene. I mean, Metamora last year coming off the state runner-up finish, one that they would like to have back. Probably something that's replaying in all of their heads as Metamora comes back onto the court here in warm-ups. Streator is going to have to do everything. They don't have the size to match up with Metamora, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulldogs come out in a zone try and pack it in, battle the boards the best they can, but they've got to take care of the ball. You cannot allow turnovers and Metamora to get in transition, and then you have to defend the three-point line well because Metamora can knock down the three.
You know, their coach, Bo Doty, a former Washington player. His dad, Steve Doty, a former coach. Steve Doty is now on the bench with his son, Bo, at Streator. So a little bit of a homecoming for those two guys. So I'm sure they're very familiar with Metamora. Bo was also the coach back in the days when we'd go up and play up in Ottawa at the the Thanksgiving tournament. So, I mean, it's not going to be an unfamiliar foe for him.
No, and you look back at the previous matchup, the last matchup, was November of 2017, Metamora with the 58-46 victory. And all 5 meetings between the Redbirds and the Bulldogs, Metamora's won them all. The first date goes back to November of 2013, and all matchups played on a neutral court at Kingman Gym in Streator. But Kingman Gym,
Ottawa.
Yes, in Ottawa. But Kingman Gym, that's one to mark because that's where the Super Sectional will be held again yet this year. So that is a gym that you want to be playing in this season again. Last year, Metamora defeat Wheaton St. Francis there. We had the coverage of that one. Just an electric atmosphere there on Metamora's state run.
And I look forward to going back there. If we can get that far again this year, that'd be a great accomplishment. We got to take care of business, like Coach says. Right now, you have each game is an individual battle, and I love the attitude that Coach Reeves has. That pregame talk. He doesn't look like it. We're being the hunted. He still thinks we're the hunters.
Yeah, and for Metamora, you just got to play your game. And I will say, it's not a terrible drive down from Streator, but it's no 10-minute drive across Washington Blacktop here at Torrey Gym. A good amount of Redbird fans on hand here for tonight's game. And the second game, East Peoria and Washington. So that'll be the third matchup this season. The Panthers have won the previous 2, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Certainly is. I think Streator had to go through Metamora to get here, too.
Possibly.
So
in a way, yeah. So we are just moments away here from the introductions, starting lineups, national anthem, all that tonight here in Washington. It is going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Looking back at the last 2 games, Dunlap, East Peoria. I was not here for those games. What did you see out of Metamora that you liked?
Well, I thought against East Peoria matches up so well against us, and they're so well coached. I thought that we came out, took care of business. They just kept they gave themselves a puncher's chance because they kept hitting shots. Against Dunlap, I thought, we only beat them by 8 points the first time. We came back this last time, and it was senior night. It was a little bit extra special for our seniors, and Metamora kind of took it to them. I thought one of the neat things at the end is Ethan Kaiser kind of took a book out of Michigan State's handbook, and when he got subbed for in the latter part of the game, he went over and kissed the Redbird. Get ready for the
step aside, hand it over to the public address announcer for tonight's introductions and starting lineups.
What so proudly we
There you have it. Starting lineup for both teams. We'll run through them quickly. For Streator, Adam Williamson, Christian Benning, Logan Auckland, Landon Munt, and Nolan Lukic. For the Redbirds, you'll see it on the screen. Tyler Mason, Luke Hopp, Tyson Swanson, Ethan Kaiser, and Drew Tucker.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The same starting five for the Redbirds as of late, and Scott, looks like the height advantage goes to the Redbirds.
Oh, it's going to be a pretty decisive height advantage. And I would say that it probably athletic ability too.
So we will get set for the jump ball here. Knocked out of the official's hands, and we'll do it again. And it's going to the Redbirds. Redbirds come out in the home white uniforms with red and black trim. And Streator in the road reds with gray and white trim.
And you were right, they did come out in a zone.
Three from Kaiser.
And it's good.
Good. Gets things started. Redbirds on the board first. Streator will be moving left to right on your screen. Metamora right to left. Scott, you almost got to think, at times it can be difficult to shoot this gym. But Metamora's got the advantage here because it's such familiar territory. Three on the way, answer no. Rebound goes to Hopp. He's not afraid to push it. Kaiser, quick fire, that one off the mark. Long rebound to the Redbirds. Swanson had it stripped, and it's a turnover going the other way. Scott, what does Metamora have to do defensively? Shot up and good. Christian Benning, and he'll have a chance to make it a three-point play. Foul is charged to Kaiser. I think he just got the hand in there late, and Benning converts the three-point play.
He ties it up at three. I look for a little bit of rust here in this first quarter or so.
Been about a week off for Metamora. Redbird's working it around the zone. The 2-3, Mason, floater, short. He got his own rebound, though. Kaiser, he'll fire another one.
And
he
gets
got
it.
Ethan Kaiser, 2 for 3 to start the night. He got all 6.
They're going to kind of slow it down a little bit. They're going to try and be pretty deliberate, I think.
You almost have to, because if there's one team you don't want to get in a track meet with, it might be Metamora. They're going to go around, and it's a turnover. Great defensive play there from Mason. He gets it out ahead, and a foul will be charged to Benning.
We get to a lot of basketballs. Even Mason, who's only listed at 6'1" or 6 foot, he's got long arms.
He does. It's a tough pass to make there with Mason trailing behind. We're going to get another look for Kaiser in the corner, off the mark, but Mason there for the rebound. He'll give it to Tucker. Pump fake. Mason with 2 big rebounds here early. Swanson right hook up and in.
Wow. Mason hasn't scored yet, but he's been awfully impressive, hasn't he?
Again, I said they're going to limit the turnovers and the second chance opportunities. Metamora with 3 offensive rebounds here early. A deep 3, Benning, and he got it. Christian Benning makes it a 1-possession game. We'll get it inside, Hop. Kaiser left wing again, off the mark, but Swanson right there. And they're going to say it was a travel. Metamora is going to want a foul. As Swanson was, I thought he was pulled a little bit there, but no dice. Metamora will come in with a little pressure, and they almost get the 5-second call. See what the Bulldogs are looking for here. Benning, deep 3, off the mark. Long rebound stays with the Bulldogs. And a good pass there.
And he'll tie it up.
Good, Landon Muntz. Tucker thought about it. They left him open, and now he'll fire it.
And he gets it.
Drew Tucker in rhythm will knock it down. 11-8 for 14. And a timeout out of Streator. It's a 30-second timeout. That's 2 in a row where they came close to a 5-second.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if we continue to do that, we're going to get a 5-second call because they're not going to be quick enough to get the ball in bounds.
It's about halfway through here, the first quarter. Scott, what have you seen so far that you've liked from Metamora?
Well, I like the fact that Metamora's come out, they're firing, they're hitting their shots, they're crashing the boards hard. They've had one player hit two shots, and I think both are threes. Streator's going to have to be a little better offensively, I think.
It'll be Streator ball again, out of the timeouts. Metamora again will have full court pressure. They're going to run a little trickery. And Benning almost coughed it up, but he's able to retain it and retain possession for the Bulldogs.
That's a pretty nice little play there.
On the drive, shot no good. Mason with the rebound. Mason's with 3 rebounds here early. And Swanson 3. Got it. Metamora knocking down their outside shots here early.
They're kind of pushing off on us. I think there's going to be a foul here pretty soon on Streator for just pushing.
Auckland with it. He'll have to give it up. Benning guarded by Tucker on the drive. Tough shot up and good. Christian Benning with 8. One thing for Streator is with this zone, they're going to have to come out on shooters, and Tucker hits another. It's a 3-point barrage from Metamora here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's Swanson's 2 is the only 2-point shot we've made.
Sooner or later, they're going to have to come out of the zone, play man, and then we'll beat the back door.
Yeah.
Backdoor cut.
White traveled. He traveled.
Matt Williamson up and good. So Streator answering right back for most of Metamora's buckets, and Swanson on a good pass there from Hop.
Metamora kind of dissecting that, and they're going to take another timeout.
Another timeout. It's a full out of Streator. Metamora offense clicking on all cylinders here early.
Which I think you're right. I think that they're not going to be able to sustain this in that zone. They're going to have to come out, play a little man-to-man. I don't know, is it pick your poison?
It is really, because you've got to pack it in because you don't want to get beat on the board. But you've already given up a couple of extra chance opportunities, points off the second chance. But then they show you they can't just shoot outside. It's 2 quick passes, and they've got an easy layup as well. So there's multiple ways that Metamora is attacking this here early. Now, defensively, Benning, he's got 10 here early. 8. He seems like the guy to go to here early.
Right.
What are you going to do defensively? Because Tucker, arguably your best defender, is on him.
He's on him already. I think part of that, though, is they've got to spread out, so that help side defense hasn't been able to come over and help. I think eventually we're going to start playing the pretty tight man-to-man defense, and he's going to have a little bit tougher time getting those shots off. I think this press is going to be very difficult for them.
Same lineup for the Redbirds, the starting 5, and the same lineup as well for the Bulldogs. Here's Benning with it. Auckland. He'll step back and had it swatted. Rebound goes to Mason. He'll run the fast break. Redbird's got to look for the court spacing, and Swanson will fire one and connect. Metamora just not missing here early. Swanson with 10. Just a clinic right now from Metamora offensively. Benning on the drive, throws it up. No, rebound Kaiser. Oh. And the foul is charged to 24, Logan Landon Muntz.
And I think that's kind of their game plan. Don't let us get into the running game. They're just going to try and foul us, because that was pretty much a forearm shiver.
Now they're bringing out a 1-2-2, and a 3 from Swanson's off the mark. His first miss of the evening. A little bit of a heat check.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Good recovery defense there from Kaiser, but it's Benning down the lane, up and in. He's in double figures now with 10. They switched to a little bit of a 1-2-2-3-2 look because they've been beat at the top of the key. And back-to-back misses there from the Redbirds. One thing they can't do is fall in love with the 3.
No.
They've hit some early. Muntz will give it up. Hop straight up. Good block on help defense from Kaiser, but it will stay with the Bulldogs. Seeing Streator start to go inside a little bit here. Not size advantage, not necessarily to their advantage.
They're working down for one shot. Less than 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Redbird's holding to an 8-point advantage. Benning with it, and we will wait for the final shot.
10 seconds.
Benning will get it screened. Sizing up Tucker. He's got a hop on him. It's a double team, and he's not going to get a shot off. So after 1 quarter of play, Metamora leads 22-14. Let's step aside and thank our sponsors.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The game's on at Germantown Grill, off Route 116.
Welcome back to Washington. Metamora holding on to that 8-point lead, 22-14 after 1 quarter of play. Tyson Swanson leads the way with 10 points. Ethan Kaiser with 6, and Drew Tucker with 6 points as well. For the Bulldogs, it's been Christian Benning. He's got 10. Landon Muntz with 2, and Matt Williamson with 2. As well.
I thought, they got some shots off early, but it's starting to get more and more difficult for them to get their shots. We've got, 3 block shots here in this the latter part of that first quarter.
It'll be Streator ball to start the third quarter here. Or second quarter, excuse me. Not quite to halftime yet. They'll go back door. Muntz. They'll have to give it up. Williamson, 3. Got it. Matt Williamson with 5 points. Good inside-out game there for the Bulldogs. They're back in their zone. Streator is much quicker to getting out to the 3-point line. Metamora made them pay early. Hop finds Tucker. Mason for 3. Short. Mason 0 for 3 to start the night.
Good ball movement.
Benning. Down the lane, gets his own rebound, and he misses twice. And he's hurt. Swanson, foul. Foul will be charged to Quinn Baker, but Benning still shaken up, and he's going to immediately head to the trainer's room.
They couldn't call a timeout, unfortunately, until the dead ball. Matthew Zober.
Swanson will shoot 2.
He'll come in for Luke Hop. Not sure why they're letting him substitute now.
Maybe because of the injury. Swanson's first free throw is up and good. And second one rims out.
So their leading scorer out with an ankle injury or a lower leg injury of some sort.
Couldn't quite tell what happened, but he went down in a heap right away. Shot blocked. Rebound to Kaiser. He'll give it up. Tucker on the drive. Blocked. And basket should count.
That's a heck of a move by Tucker.
Basket is good. Drew Tucker with the acrobatic finish. Tucker converts the 3-point play. 26-17, lead is to 9. Adam Williamson, he'll give it up. Auckland with it. Quickly around 3 in the corner is off the mark. And a foul going the other way against Baker.
They just threw Tucker down, or I mean, threw Kaiser down.
The 5th team foul. Kaiser thought about it. Oh, Tyson Swanson wide open.
Oh.
A beautiful pass on a line from Matthew Zobrist.
Yes.
And Benning is going to check back in.
I stepped on an ankle down in that low block. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often.
They're going to give it around. Baker going to go up. I believe Kaiser got a piece of it. Second chance, no good. Rebound to Tucker. Tucker will push. Zobrist will give it up. Kaiser 3 off mark. A good look. That was one I would think Zobrist. A little unselfish to give it up. Nick Walker set to check into the next dead ball. Auckland. No. Rebound Kaiser. And a foul on the play.
Walker will come in. To replace Mason.
So Auckland has 3.
Nice crowd here tonight. Bolton.
It's a short drive over from Metamora. Reason not to have a good crowd here on a Wednesday night. Kaiser will give it up. Redbird's working it around the zone.
Hit that, Matthew.
Metamora likely could be patient here. Look for a shot they really want with an 11-point lead. Zobrist will attempt to give it up, but it was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Redbird.
Hey, Redbird ball.
Ooh, had Walker on a post if they wanted it. Zobrist pass deflected, and it'll be a turnover. Just the second turnover for Metamora. And that one's thrown away. Kaiser ahead. Windmill dunk. Ethan Kaiser with a showtime dunk here in Washington.
Wow.
Don't mind me if I do, but I'm going to pull out a Bradley reference here. I think he took that out of the page of Darius Hanna right there with a little windmill dunk. And an offensive foul going the other way. Tyson Swanson will step up and take the charge.
Up and Mason come back in for Tucker and Swanson.
I remember back in the day, you know, watching Tien Chen. And, you know, he would throw down a dunk, and you're like, oh, my. What this team is able to do, and Ethan Kaiser, I mean, seeing a windmill dunk, oh, my goodness.
He got one dunk. Well, that was the only dunk we had that whole year.
Matthew Zobrist will fire one up, and
good.
Connect. Deep 3. Metamora really extending this lead, 33-17. 3:20 remaining in the first half. Williams on the drive, almost tossed it up. Good help defense there from Zobrist. It'll stay here with the Bulldogs.
You know, that they made, on the offensive end, they made life very miserable for Streator.
Streator had it, I believe, 22-17.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been all Metamora. Benning, a 3, well off the mark. Just a little bit of a forced look there. And a foul on the drive. So that will send Zobrist to the line to shoot 2. Shoot 1 as bonus. Only the team 8. First free throw from Zobrist is good. So he will get another one. Metamora starting to share the sugar a little bit here in the second quarter.
Want to thank Germantown Grill for being our postseason sponsor.
Second one from Zobrist is good. Almost poked away. Heading on the drive.
Oh. Did it ever touch?
It looked close. It looked very close.
His foot touched I think his foot touched the line.
Quite possible, but hard to see from this far away. Benning back in the game, his first points of the second quarter. That breaks the scoring drought. It was a 13-0 run there for Metamora.
Tucker getting ready to come back in.
Zobrist, corner three, off the mark, but Luke Top there for the rebound. Little dump around the top, up and in. Just beautiful basketball here for Metamora.
Oh, man.
Walker on Benning. Three on the way, off the mark. Rebound underneath. Lukic, and he gives it back to Peterson. Peterson, his first basket of the night. Zobrist just inside the three-point line. Can't connect. I think looks like a guy that you might want to have a tight end. He'd be a good tight end, but he goes right down the lane for an easy two. In a timeout at Danny Graves, it's a 30-second timeout. More defensively, getting a little lax here. They hold a 14-point lead with just 1:04 remaining here in the first half. Swanson had 10 after one quarter of play. He still leads Metamora.
Swanson and Tucker both checked back in it as the timeout, as the both teams went to the bench.
But to give them rest in the first half, that's big. They're two guys that quite often could play the entire game. So Kaiser and Walker will get a breather. They're going to give Zobrist a shot in the corner. He'll give it up, and Tucker saves it. Hop had it poked away, but it'll go right to Zobrist. Metamora very close here. Mason on the drive, reverse. And Tyler Mason is in the scoring column tonight. Not often is it 30 seconds remaining in the half. Tyler Mason getting the scoring column for the first time.
Yeah.
Streator has done a great job of taking him away. Benning on the drive. Tough shot. Oh, Mason had it poked away by Benning. Tyler Mason, three off the mark, and that will be the end of the first half. Redbird still holding on to that 14-point lead, 39-25. Scott, your thoughts on the first 16 minutes?
I thought offensively we came out and played really well. I thought we hit our shots. We came out, I thought there'd be a little rust, but I don't think there really was any rust. Maybe even a little bit for Tyler Mason, but I'm sure he'll get that corrected in the second half. I thought defensively, I thought that at times we kind of lost our guy. But I'm sure we'll get that straightened out too.
16 minutes down, 16 to play. Metamora leading at 39-25 at the halftime break. Let's step aside. We'll have the second half and first half stats coming up. You've been watching Metamora basketball on the digiMAX Sports Network.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing to meet customer demand, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. And Germantown Grill still has all the food and spirits that keep our customers coming back. Stop by to check out our daily specials. The game's on at Germantown Grill, where Central Illinois loves to eat. Open 7 days a week, just off Route 116.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Contact Greg Harmon for a home and auto quote today.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Greg Harmon for a quote today.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The game's on at Germantown Grill, off Route 116.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to congratulate the Metamora Grade School 7th grade basketball team on their Class 3A state championship. The 7th grade boys defeated South Holland McKinley 50-21 to take home the trophy.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. The games on at Germantown Grill off Route 116.
Welcome back to Washington. As you can probably hear in the background, the fire alarms are going off here. They've been going off for about 10 minutes or so now. They're working on getting them shut off. We were told not to worry about the alarms, so we are not in any danger right now, but they have paused everything here at the half and at the break as we wait for the alarms to get shut off. Metamora leading 39-25. So when these alarms get shut off, we will come back on the air. We appreciate your patience as we wait through the alarms here. But until then, we are still waiting here at the break. Hey, and they have been turned off to the roar of the crowd. So we'll step aside. We'll come back just here in a little bit as the fire alarms come back on. So you've been watching Metamora Basketball, the digiMAX Sports Network.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing to meet customer demand, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. And Germantown Grill still has all the food and spirits that keep our customers coming back. Stop by to check out our daily specials. The game's on at Germantown Grill, where Central Illinois loves to eat. Open 7 days a week, just off Route 116.
Ready?
Welcome back to Washington. We believe the alarms are finally gone, and we're ready to play basketball here in Washington. Scott, that was one of the more odd half times that we've. I mean, alarms probably going off for about 12, close to 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, easily. I think it went off. It had a delay during the Tournament of Champions also.
Yeah. So one of the more odd stoppages at halftime. We've seen the power go off at the Super Bowl before.
It also went off over at Dunlap. This year, when we went over to Dunlap, there was a delay, I believe, between games. No, it's halftime of the sophomore game.
Anyways, Metamora with a 39-25 lead at the halftime break. The story for Streator has been Christian Benning. He's got 16 points to lead the way, leading all scores. He's pretty much been the bread and butter for Streator here in the first half.
And before I forget, just want everybody to know that this game will be rebroadcast again on 401 immediately after the game.
Getting to my point there, though, with Benning, I mean, he's not the only offense they truly have here.
Right, and, he's done a nice job. I got to give it to the kid. He's had some nice drives to the basket. Just when you think, well, we're starting to clamp down a little bit, he makes another nice move and gets an easy layup.
For Metamora, Tyson Swanson leads the way with 13 points, 10 of those in the first quarter. Matthew Zobrist with 5, Tyler Mason with just 2. So we'll see if Mason can get going here in the second half. But Mason did have 5 rebounds in the first half as well. Blue Cop, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Ethan Kaiser with 8, dialed up 2 triples early. He's got 3 rebounds. Swanson with the 1 rebound. And then Tucker, 9 points and 2 rebounds. So we'll see how the two teams adjust. Scott, I'm going to make you put on your thinking cap, your coach's jacket here. Well, at the halftime break, both sides, what are you saying to your team?
I think Streator is going to do pretty much what they did the first half. I think they were they feel like they did a nice job defensively, and I think Metamora probably will want to clamp down a little bit harder. I think offensively we did pretty good.
The Metamora ball to start the third quarter. Again, had a little bit of delay at halftime. Fire alarms were going off, and about 15 minutes the alarms were going off. So we are ready to play basketball here in Washington. Luke Hopp going to work at the post. Right hook, can't get it. He can't get the rebound either.
I love that move.
So Streator trying to pull this even closer, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Metamora bench not happy about it.
Tucker just kind of laughed a little bit.
Sometimes that's all you can do. Benning on the drive, high off the glass. No. Rebound Kaiser. And ahead. Running the floor, Tyler Mason.
What a pass. Oh.
I looked down to mark the rebound, and the next thing I know, Tyler Mason's laying it in.
That was a heck of an outlet pass.
Auckland with it. He'll give it up, and he'll give it right to Ethan Kaiser. Kaiser on the drive, Euro step, and fouled. Benning coming in and making sure Ethan Kaiser is not going to get an easy 2. That's the third on Benning. So Kaiser will go to the line to shoot 2, his first free throws of the night.
Ooh, Ethan.
First one is no good. Reset and connect on the second. Redbird's 5 of 7 at the line on the night. Benning hits it. That put back by Muntz, no good. And Swanson is going to pick up the foul.
Well, I'm not really sure about that one.
That's the second personal foul on Metamora all night.
Are both of them on Swanson?
Swanson with 1, Kaiser with 1. First free throw no good from Landon Muntz. And the second one rattles in. 42-26 is the score. Back in a zone for Streator. They've been in one all night. Kaiser, his first 3 of the second half, no good. Benning guarded by Hop. On the drive, off the glass high, Christian Benning. He's got 18. If I'm Metamora, you just got to sag off, play help side defense because he's not going to shoot. He did hit a 3 earlier.
Yeah, he did have
but that was the lone 3 he's hit tonight. Swanson can't get it to go. A little bit of cold shooting here for the Redbirds, and Matthew Zobrist will check in at the next dead ball. Auckland on the drive, he'll give it up. Long 2 off the mark, rebound to Mason. His 6th. Mason will give it up, try giving it to Hop. And it's going to go to Streator. Metamora not exactly happy about it, and I can imagine why. And now Metamora is going to bring up the full court pressure again. God, I was looking at the roster, and I don't believe I saw... No. This entire team for Streator is made up of sophomores and juniors.
They just have 2 seniors, don't they?
I didn't see any seniors on the roster.
Yeah, Adam Williamson's a senior.
Oh, yes, there is.
And Austin
there.
Taylor's a senior.
Just by a quick glance, and a foul here. That's the 4th on Benning. So
Kaiser will come back into the ball game.
Benning is likely. Oh, they're going to leave him in.
He's their offense. They can't afford to lose him.
That is true, but if he picks up a 5th,
you got to go right at him.
Offensively. Deflected. Tucker will keep it. Kaiser. Oh, good look from Swanson. Oh, Ethan Kaiser is going to go up and throw it down.
That's a good percentage shot.
That is a well-executed pump fake, is what that is. In the corner, wide open baseline, and Kaiser will throw it down.
It was a Galandri.
Benning on the drive, but they're going to call the foul on the floor.
Is that on Tucker? Yep.
Foul is on Tucker. Auckland on the drive. He'll throw it up and off the mark. That's the 7th rebound for Tyler Mason. Hobbled, Mason in the corner. Can't get it. Plenty of good looks here for Metamora. They just have not been able to connect.
A little bit of that rust.
They got hot in the first half. Benning's lost his shoe. He'll give it up. And that's Lukic with the bucket. And Metamora's got numbers. But not anymore as Benning recovers. Tucker, 3. Got it. Drew Tucker in double figures. Tucker not known for his 3-point shooting ability, but he's got 3 of them tonight.
He can, though.
Benning sizing him up. He'll go right. And they're going to get Tucker on the foul. And Benning better be careful. That's the 2nd foul on Tucker. Benning had some words for him, and tell you what, there's not many people I would pick to trash talk. Drew Tucker would not be one of them.
Yeah,
That's a battle you're not going to win.
No. especially when you're down 16.
Yeah,
17.
exactly. And Benning misses both. Oh, beautiful pump fake and ditch. Swanson with the basket and a timeout out of Streator.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Benning has to fling out there because Kaiser will knock it down, but then you bite the dust a little bit, and it leads to an easy two for Metamora.
Yeah. We do so well. We're so crafty around the basket. It's very, very tough to guard Metamora. Again, we want to thank Germantown Grill for being the postseason sponsor. And just a reminder, the game will be rebroadcast immediately after the game on 401.
So we'll join play here, and Streator will inbound it. Benning. He'll give it up.
He looks a little hobbled.
He did go down earlier in the game.
It came out.
Yep. But came back in the second quarter. Tucker.
Yep, that's a foul on Tucker.
Will pick up the foul. That's his third. Tucker just couldn't quite get to the baseline.
That was the right call.
Coach Greaves will leave him in there. They'll give it right back up. Benning off the inbound pass. We'll get it back. Luke Kopp set to check in the next step ball. Tucker, three. Got it. Drew Tucker is on fire from beyond the three-point line here tonight. Redbirds lead by 20.
Is that our largest lead?
It is, yes. Subs coming for Streator. Benning, three to answer. Got it. Christian Benning is having a night. Minute remaining here in the third quarter. Kaiser on the drive. Finds Tucker in the corner. His three. Got it! Drew Tucker.
That was some awfully nice ball movement there.
And Kaiser had him earlier and didn't get it to him, but Metamora eventually finds Tucker. He's got 9. Streator will hold for 1. Matt Williamson, 3. I think he
got a piece of it.
Or by Dobritz. And
they're calling a charge.
They're calling a charge on Tyler Mason. I thought we were about to see a all-time alley-oop.
Up comes in for Tucker. Got to start thinking about player of the game, Colton. Drew Tucker's got to be in there.
He does. And that one's going to be picked off. Mason, the wraparound, and he'll throw it in. Tyler Mason with the interception. We've got 5. Benning with 4. He'll go to the basket, give it up. And it's good. Quick
pretty nice play by him.
We'll end the third quarter. Redbirds leading by 20, 57-37. Let's step aside, hear from our sponsors in the fourth quarter coming up on the digiMAX Sports Network. Welcome back to Washington. We're here ready to start the fourth quarter of tonight's game.
The Streator ball coming out of the quarter break.
Redbirds leading by 20. Scores around the area. Peoria Manual tops Peoria High earlier tonight. And Richwoods is up 10 over Peoria Notre Dame. And it's over and back. They're going to say he took possession in the front court and then came back into the back court. And Rock Island was up 45-37 after 3 quarters of play as well. So over, I don't know the school. I just got a text with the score. But could be a team to watch for in the sectional. Kaiser 3. He's got it started here in the fourth quarter. The Redbirds have eclipsed the 60-point mark. They're averaging 62 points per game on the season. Three in the corner. Good for Cade Peterson. Nick Walker set to check in. And Tyler Mason not looking the pass in.
Walker replaces Swanson.
And close to another 5-second count, and a turnover. Streator has struggled off the inbound pass here tonight. Kaiser, 3 no good. Metamora has brought pressure all night off out-of-bounds plays.
Yeah.
It's going to cause havoc a little bit. Benning inside, spin, fading away, can't get it, and it will go to the Redbird. Cannot look away tonight from the performance of Christian Benning. He's got 23. He has been the heart and soul of this Bulldogs team, leading the way here tonight. Ashton Greaves is into the game.
He replaced Matthew Zobris.
Kaiser will give it up. Mason wants a screen. Won't use it. And they'll work it around. It will stay here with Metamora in the corner. Kaiser going to get an open look. Can't get it. Luke Hopp right there with the rebound.
That's a big time rebound by Luke Hopp.
Rebound and basket, Luke Hopp. He's got 4 on the evening with 6 rebounds to go along with it. Peterson on the drive. Pull up. Got it. Cade Peterson with 7 points. Mason left open. He'll fire one up and connect.
Finally. It kind of looked like, okay, finally I got one.
Mason has struggled a little bit shooting-wise tonight. His first 3. He's got 9 points now. Benning will give it up. Peterson. In the corner 3. That one's well off the mark, but Metamora just watching, and they give up the second chance points. Landon Muntz. Redbirds lead by 21. Hopp on the wraparound. Got it.
Briar Cremines up off the Redbird bench.
Benning on the drive. Can't get it. Mason soars for the rebound. Throws it ahead to Hop. And the wraparound, he got it. Luke Hop, the beneficiary of a couple of good passes here in the fourth quarter. Benning on the drive. Tough basket, and he got it. His first points here in the fourth quarter.
How many has he got?
Up to 25 now, leading all scorers. Mason, no. His head blocked by Kaiser. He'll lead the break. Oh, Mason missed it. Kaiser will give it up, and we'll give it to Streator, and a foul on Hop.
What a night by Ethan Kaiser.
And Caden Hartnett will check in as well. The reserves are coming for the Redbirds. Up 23. That one is picked off by Nick Walker. He'll go behind the back. And he'll lay it off the glass and in. Nick Walker. And the Redbird fans are loving it. Get a timeout out of Streator.
Devin Dunn will also come into the Redbird lineup.
Like both teams will go to the bench for reserves here tonight. So Metamora 2:30 away from advancing to Friday night's regional championship. They'll face the winner of the homestanding Washington Panthers or the East Peoria Raiders. So that game will be at the conclusion of our game here tonight, but be interesting to see who Metamora sees on Friday night.
And it'll be interesting to see, can Washington defeat East Peoria for a third time, or does East Peoria come back and beat Washington?
I'm not sure who Metamora would rather face, to be honest. It's never easy to beat Washington in this gym.
No. We did, though, by 37.
We did. This year was a little bit of an anomaly.
But
they're much improved since that first meeting.
I'm just not sure which team, because no matter who you face, you're going to have to beat somebody for a third time.
That is true. So Streator ball here, out of the timeout. It's Walker, Dunn, Greaves, Cremines, and Hartnett on the court for the Redbirds for the final 2 minutes and change. Hartnett, then Metamora can't grab it. It's going to stay here.
I believe that was out on Hartnett.
A couple of times, Metamora a chance to grab the ball, and Adam Williamson will get the standing ovation as he heads off the court for the final time. Short jumper, no good. Cremines with the rebound. Hartnett back door. Lays it up and in. Good backdoor cut there from Caden Hartnett.
That's a nice pass from Dunn.
And a turnover, possession going to Metamora. Dunn on the drive, coughed it up. Final minute left in this one. Metamora is going to get away with a victory here tonight.
28-2.
28-2 on the season. But they'll have a date on Friday night with either Washington or East Peoria for the regional championship.
The two boys will be here painting with a painted face.
Ashton Greaves with the steal and basket. Metamora student session breaking out the I Believe chant. That one's picked off. Walker coast to coast. They'll throw it down. And the Metamora bench loves it. Fryer Cremine tips that one away, and this one's running clock. Metamora gonna win tonight's regional semifinal game over the Streator Bulldogs, 77-46. Redbirds move to 28-2 on the year. Streator, their season ends. The record is 17-13. Scott, your thoughts on tonight's game?
I thought the athletic ability just kind of took over in that second half. They played well. Got to give Streator credit. They came out and battled Metamora. They hit some big threes, hit some big shots. What was it, 24? Benning?
Benning, yeah, he led the way with 25.
I thought he was awfully good. But it sets us up well for Friday night, no matter who we play.
So let's step aside. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have post-game stats and a chat with a happy head coach, Danny Greaves.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Greg Harmon for a quote today.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing to meet customer demand, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. And Germantown Grill still has all the food and spirits that keep our customers coming back. Stop by to check out our daily specials. The game's on at Germantown Grill, where Central Illinois loves to eat. Open 7 days a week, just off Route 116.
Contact Greg Harmon for a home and auto quote today.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Hi, Tom. Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
Welcome back to Torrey Gym, joined by head coach Danny Greaves in the booth. And coach, just another business-like performance here from your guys tonight in the first round of regional.
Well, we had 8 days to prepare, and our kids did a fantastic job of working out, listening, being a star in the role all week. We had 4 really good lift days. We look strong. We're healthy. And we put a lot of time in shooting shots. And I think it panned out for us because we knew there was a possibility they'll run a lot of zone.
You knew that they were going to come out in a zone. You've got the height advantage. They got to pack it inside the best they can. And you did your best to pull them out of it early, knocking down quite a numerous amount of threes, but you really got off to a hot start there in the first quarter against their zone.
Well, we got up 22-14. We gave up a couple easy shots I wasn't really happy with in that first quarter, but cut it down a little bit on the back doors. That second quarter, they only scored 11 points. And I told them, and they hit that one right there at the end, if you're going to hold a team to 10 or below in a quarter in postseason, you probably got a chance to win. And that, I think our kids really took heed to that, and I thought our defense was pretty stiff most of the night.
You led 22-17, and Christian Benning was a big factor in their offense. He ends with 25 tonight. I mean, what a player that he is.
Well, you say what a player is, but he takes more shots in a game than the rest of the starters. I would like to think I got about 7 guys. If you let them shoot it that much, they would have at least 25. All right, but he is a solid player. He hit a couple twos. They had 9 twos and 2 threes. But overall, we did a good job on him, not a great job. But we figure when he's in there shooting twos, 23, and the other guys aren't out shooting threes, and so we got to pick your poison.
You're leading 22-17, and then you go on a 13-0 run. A little bit crafty. Ethan Kaiser throws down a windmill dunk. I mean, all the momentum was going your way into the halftime break.
Well, we had 6 guys score in that second quarter. And here again, we were very unselfish. We kept moving the ball. They just dared us to come down and just jack up threes all night. So here's what I told them. All right? Anything in the paint's worth 3, and anything on the 3 is worth 2. All right? I want threes. And we moved the ball side to side, softened them up a little bit, did a nice job. And then we finally went inside out, which is what we shoot best. And, 12 threes in the game is pretty solid.
You get a big night from Drew Tucker, 18 points, had a big third quarter, hit 3 consecutive threes. Not necessarily known for his three-point shooting. He can knock them down, but it may not be his forte, but he made them pay tonight from beyond the three-point line.
Well, if you take a look at the time that he spent in the gym on the shooting gun and just working on his game the last 8 days, it's just amazing. It just goes to show you, what great strides that you can make even in the postseason if you really put your nose to the grindstone, and that's exactly what he's done.
So you get a big night from your seniors of Tucker, Swanson, and Kaiser, all in double figures. Tyler Mason, not necessarily the best offensive night, but almost a double-double, 9 points, 8 rebounds. What did you see out of the other guys that you like?
And then Luke Hopp gives us 8 points inside. And I thought he did a tremendous job at times, altering shots and doing a good job on help when 22 came in there. So overall, and think about it, man. I tell you what, Nick Walker came in and gave us great minutes defensively. But then he came down, and I'll tell you what, I love to see that last dunk he had. That was so nice. He was pretty amped up.
Last question, and we'll let you go. You're going to face the winner of this game here. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you really don't have a preference because you're going to take the same mindset into the game. But anything you're looking for in this game and what you might be looking for on Friday night?
Well, I think for the most part, East Peoria might have more talent. But the last 2 times these 2 teams have met, right there at the end, East Peoria hasn't been able to make plays. To me, it's kind of one of those things where, these kids on that East Peoria team have never beat Washington. It's kind of like us. When I got here 12 years ago, we had a hard time with Washington and Morton. And now, changed the culture a little bit, and that's changed too. But I think with the schedule that East Peoria's had and the wins they've had as of late, we'll see if they do a better job defensively on Washington. You can't lose their 2 shooters, and that's what they've done the last 2 previous games.
Coach, we'll let you go. Good win tonight, and we'll see you back here on Friday night.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I sure appreciate all you do.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. You've been watching Metamora Basketball on the digiMAX Sports Network.
MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to congratulate Ethan Kaiser, Katie Ramage, and Tyson Swanson on reaching 1,000 points in their Redbird careers. Ethan Kaiser's milestone, March 4th, 2022 versus Rock Island in the sectional championship game. Katie Ramage, January 28th this year against Pekin High School. And Tyson Swanson, January 28th versus Peoria Central. Congratulations to our Metamora Redbird 1,000 point scorers.
Welcome back to Washington. We'll go ahead with tonight's Germantown Grill player of the game. It goes to Drew Tucker. 18 points for the senior on the evening. Had a big performance from beyond the three-point line. Tucker knocks down 5 threes. 5 of 5 from beyond the three-point line tonight. Drew Tucker leads the way in scoring for Metamora. He is tonight's Germantown Grill player of the game. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight in Washington. We'll have coverage of Friday night's regional championship back here in Washington, as Metamora will face the winner of East Peoria and Washington coming up next. If you want to watch that game, head on over to Clutch Sports Media. You can catch coverage of tonight's game there. But for my cameraman, Mike Kirker, Tom Hagan on the controls, my partner, Scott Kirker, this is Colton Kaler signing off on a Redbird winner here tonight. Final score, 77-46. Redbirds advance to Friday night's regional championship. Until then, good night, everyone.